In the early 90s, when Street Fighter II ruled the arcades, Capcom tried their hand at a new fighting game with characters based off of horror movies. It proved to be a hit. The two next games in the series followed Capcom's quickie follow-up recipe as seen in Super Street Fighter II, where new characters and stages were introduced and the gameplay tweaked, but the game remained pretty similar. Although Vampire Hunter and Vampire Savior are great games that are loved by fans, they didn't quite become a hit on the level of Street Fighter, and the series is now largely thought of as niche. But these are really great games that still hold up today, and as such they have a loyal fanbase. Several characters from the franchise, especially Morrigan, have become really popular outside of the series itself, and now are more known than the game she originally came from. There have been several re-releases over the years, including Vampire Resurrection in 2013, which allowed for online play, and Capcom Fighting Game Collection from 2022. While it's great to have an official release that can be played on modern systems, as well as being available on Steam, Capcom can only re-release these games so many times before people will stop buying them. For years, fans have been waiting for a new game in this series, but so far, no good. I had high hopes for this when Street Fighter was resurrected with Street Fighter IV, but we are now on Street Fighter VI, and there still hasn't been a new Darkstalkers game. This is a bit of a mystery to me, as the fans are there and the characters are very popular outside of the game. While I understand that it takes a lot of money to create a new game, Street Fighter VI is already out. Since so many movesets are similar between the two series, a reskinned Street Fighter VI could be a great base for a new Darkstalkers game. Using the same engine and a lot of similar assets would surely save on development costs. If money wasn't an issue though, I would have loved to have seen how this game could have looked as a modern 2D game in the same style as Dragon's Crown by Vanillaware. The original had amazing animation that is still impressive to look at even today, but that would require completely new assets, which is why it likely won't happen. But I still have hopes for a Street Fighter VI-like game. Another thing I thought about is that if Capcom is so afraid of committing to a fighting game, how about a Devil May Cry or Bayonetta style game starring Morrigan? That would definitely turn some heads and get a lot of attention. Morrigan is by far the most popular character in the franchise, and a non-fighting game might be more accessible to the average gamer who just thinks Morrigan looks cool. The way her wings form into bats and all sorts of different weapons could really be a fun gameplay mechanic, with a lot of possibilities for upgrades. You could also add in Felicia or Lilith as well as extra characters. When Capcom released their survey a few months back, I wrote that I wanted a new Darkstalkers game and encouraged others to do the same. Maximilian Dude made a video about this when it was first announced, and I hope enough people mentioned the same thing and that Capcom actually listens. Even though the last arcade release was in 1997, people are still playing and talking about this series. Make it happen, Capcom. And while we're at it, could we also get another Rival Schools, please? If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe for more, and to watch more videos related to Darkstalkers, check out this playlist. If you would like to support the channel, you can also buy me a coffee by clicking the link below.